Farming, simple living, and no electricity. That's the Amish. Well, they aren't allowed to have modern technology like the rest of the world. What if that wasn't so true after all?
So my Amish community does not know that I even have a phone.
We're gonna put it right up in here, and I told him I want $100 for it.
Influencers have taken over the internet. I mean, we've all seen them. From Instagram to TikTok, it's hard to even scroll anymore without an ad for a product being shoved in your face.
Come with me as I clean my shower.
I don't need an electric bathroom scrubber for the 100th time, please and thank you. We live in a society where anyone can go online and make money for themselves, to the point that it feels as common as seeing the mailman. But it's easy to forget that there are other people out there who want to try the same things for themselves, break out from their heavily ruled community, and try their own hand at gaining a following. Because who doesn't want to become an influencer? I say this as I'm influencing you watching this video. If you don't know what the Amish, formerly known as Old Order Amish, are a group of traditionalist Anabaptists with Swiss, German, and Alsatian origins. Now, I'm not going to sit here and judge anybody's religion or beliefs, and you shouldn't either, because as long as they're not harming anyone, there's not really a problem with it. But the reason why so many of these videos are going viral is because of one little thing that the Amish doesn't allow: technology. Phones, tablets, computers, you name it, if it's defined as a worldly item, it's not allowed. While it might sound nice to live off the land where you can just have a peaceful life, which honestly sounds like a dream to me, I can grow a mean tomato and green bean. But when it comes to breaking the rules in such a tight-knit community, it can cause huge consequences.
This is how you smuggle a smartphone into an Amish community.
Now that I've got caught with my cell phone, they're gonna shun me and condemn me to hell.
And he ended up getting shunned.
The first account that I came across on TikTok was Amish OG. Based in Ohio and has almost 100,000 followers, he makes videos about the Amish and shares some traditional recipes.
And so today I made some because we had some fresh raspberries that we went out and picked, so I wanted to show you guys what I made. And we always like to mix it. Man, that's some good stuff.
He even talks about how to wear a hat the proper Amish way.
So when we were little kids, we were allowed to wear straw hats in the summer and to church, and then stocking caps in the winter as well as to church. Once we turned 12 years old, we had to start wearing a wool hat, a felt hat, to church. We call it a wool hat.
But some of his more popular videos explain how to become Amish as a non-member.
Yes, it is possible for you to join the Amish. In the 1970s, a young man named Warren Fussner joined the Amish community in Ashland, Ohio.
He says that it's all about who you know, and even going so far as to say that you have to marry in to actually become Amish.
And he was 18 years old. He joined the Amish community. Married an Amish girl, had a normal Amish family.
But just like how marriage can be complicated and messy, so is being Amish at the same time, especially if you didn't know that you'd also be signing up to clean the cow manure in the barn out back. Well, but the Amish OG isn't the only account that shares how to become a member of the community. There's also another from the account Elise Matson, and if I am saying that incorrectly, I am sorry. Supposedly living the homestead dream and just a simple old-fashioned Christian ex-Amish member, she makes videos documenting her life, getting thousands of views each time.
Anna, hurry up! What? I'm ready.
Often showing her traditional clothing such as handmade dresses and a head covering.
Good morning, guys. Let me show off these 3 dresses my sister-in-law made for me.
Modesty and purity culture are pretty big here, which also shouldn't be that surprising because most Amish women take up the traditional roles of cooking, cleaning the house, and taking care of the kids. Like a trad wife, but the OG trad wife. But in a video with almost 14 million views, Elise revealed that she's not allowed to have social media or a phone, posting her content in secret.
So my Amish community does not know that I even have a phone. Well, I think they know I have a phone, but not that I have TikTok or anything. They wouldn't know what that is. But I got it so that I could take a pick at changing some of the assumptions that people have about the Amish and the bad taste.
Listen, on its own is impressive, but there's a lot of questions that are being left out here. How are we charging the phone? Where are we keeping the phone? Is this a question that I even want to know the answer to?
Come with me to go check goats at midnight. I'm scared of the dark. Deathly scared of the dark.
What's up, TikTok? Come with me to come milk the cows today. Morning routine. Jokes aside, I did find her videos to be pretty conflicting, only because one moment she would say that she is Amish.
Hi, I'm Elise. I was born and raised in an Amish community, and now I live in Alaska on an off-grid homestead.
But then the next moment she mentioned that her entire family got kicked out years ago, deciding to keep the traditional values for all of them.
I was born in an Amish community, was not technically Amish because I did not join the church. Me and my family could not abide by some of the man-made rules. Our whole family still dress modestly because we like the Amish standards and moral values and stuff.
Which now is also very important to note that each Amish community is different in their own way, and even going from town to town, each rule and belief can be different. Like, for example, some are allowed to, for the first time, sit in an actual gas-powered car.
Hey, I'm a fireman! Hey, they call me the fireman, you know what I mean?
While others are allowed to keep stashes of alcohol, as long as they're hidden though, stuck in their fridge for special occasions. Okay, now that's an Amish paradise. The song must have been right because they are partying like it's 1699. But this isn't the first time that we've seen Amish members sneak in phones, or even upgraded their buggies to modern tech.
Video this because y'all wouldn't believe it. Look at my man.
And if anyone was wondering what the Amish would do in case of an apocalypse, I don't think we have to worry. I think that they would be just fine. Days come, Jedediah, the man up above. You warned of this. Why don't you grab the pitchforks, get the women inside. And while some ex-members of the community choose to live in a similar way of how they were raised, there's another side to Amish social media that is way more complicated than just choosing a set of values to teach your family. And that's called faking Amish for the sake of getting views. Cosplaying, if you will.
2018, 2019 before.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Sarah Joy, or that plain girl on TikTok who's gone viral for openly posting about her plain lifestyle, showing her working at a plain store or doing laundry the old-fashioned way. She was involved in a lot of drama recently for pretending to be an Amish member.
If you look recently, she just had a post a couple days ago, I think it was 4 days ago, that got into the millions, and it was about, not being a regular teenage girl. Her post directly after that, she was in a black dress, and it was a little bit more spicy for somebody in her community.
Don't ask me how I did it, I just did it, it was hard.
And then she made the video stating that she is no longer going to be making TikToks.
From all the things that you could be, a Viking, a pirate, kind of crazy choice, but I can see the appeal, I'm not gonna lie. Not having to worry about a job, milking the cows all day, you know what, I would take it, I would do it. First, her videos just looked like she had snuck in a phone like other Amish members, but things quickly got interesting when she posted a TikTok explaining that she had met someone who had recognized her from online, hinting at the possibility that she was finally caught.
Hello. This is the last TikTok that I'm going to be making while I'm still in the community. It has been very nice to get to know all of you, and I appreciate the opportunity that you have given me to talk about the community. I wish you all well.
Since that video, people online have started to notice some strange things about her account.
An update on Sarah Joy after she posted her last TikTok.
Sarah Joy is being called out for faking being Amish.
Oh well.
And going so far to think that she was coerced into making her goodbye video by the male elders looking to silence her. It's also worth mentioning though that the plain and Amish community abides by strict gender roles and patriarchal church systems which often suppress claims of abuse. It's a dark and twisted side of the Amish that isn't talked about often, but some have theorized that that may have been the case with Sarah Joy.
Because of how public this is, she's probably physically safe like she says, but it would appear that they're isolating her, making sure she's only around plain people.
Worried that she was clearly forced to give up what is an audience that she earned.
But the lore of that plains girl gets even deeper. In a final video that has since been deleted, she addressed the hysteria caused by her goodbye video, saying that she wasn't actually coerced into making it and has chosen to stay in the plain community, thus taking a break from TikTok.
I was told to choose the plain community, the community that I am in, or the world, to be all in or all out, and it was my choice to make. And so I chose the plain community.
And within a day of that video, her account was mysteriously deleted. It's a conspiracy. Like if you want to dress a certain way or do certain hobbies that require no electricity, I don't have a problem with it, even if you want to live on a homestead, that's not wrong. But the problem people online were stating had to do with the constant lying that Sarah Joy was doing.
Sarah Joy is lying to all of TikTok about being Amish.
Considering that pictures of her from 2018 were starting to leak, where she looked relatively normal and worldly compared to the plain lifestyle that she was doing.
So interesting that you converted in 2018, but here you are in 2022. Still being regular and worldly. Just tell the people that this was a character. It's okay.
So yeah, most videos that you see on the internet as someone who appears to be Amish are usually just an excommunicated member or one that just likes the lifestyle. But more often than not, the majority of genuine Amish members will be living their simple lives on a farm. They're not ever gonna know a TikTok trend or if they're a top or bottom tooth speaker. I swear to God, the brain rot is real for me. But with all that being said though, after coming across so many different Amish members online, I started to ask myself if I could really do the plain lifestyle too. Surely it can't be that hard to go a day without electricity, and no phone, and no running water. Today we're living 24 hours like the Amish. Rule number 1, I can't use modern technology. That means only the camera and mic recording me. Number 2, no running water. I just have to use this. And rule number 3 is I can't leave the house or the challenge is done. Which shouldn't be that hard to do because I don't leave the house that often. I also want to have a quick disclaimer that I'm not trying to make fun of the Amish at all in this video. If anything, I'm really interested in their lifestyle. One of the first things that I read that the Amish do right away in the morning is laundry. We're going to be doing it the old-fashioned way, which includes a washboard, bucket, and a bar of soap. And because I don't want to be ruining all of my clothes today, we're just going to be trying it on a single t-shirt. Let's go ahead and try it out. Here is Maddy's bathtub. You know when you hear the phrase sitting or standing pants, implying that in certain kinds of pants you usually can't sit down in them? These are the type of pants that you can't really sit down in. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to submerge it in water. Okay, we're gonna use Dr. Bronner's soap, best soap in the game. And I'm just gonna rub it on here. Look at that. There is soap on the washboard. Well, I have no idea if I actually cleaned anything, but this was really, really fun. So it's now a few hours later. I thought, well, let's try to make some homemade butter. So first on the ingredient list, we're gonna be using heavy whipping cream and an empty mason jar. It sounded like all you had to do was pour the heavy whipping cream inside of a jar, halfway maybe, and then shake it. Would you believe me if I actually got this to work? When I tell you that it's been 20 minutes and I'm dying, oh my God, look. Oh, butt piece of bread. Number 1 through 10 spreadability here. Ooh, 10 out of 10 right here. I feel like I am searching for the lost treasure in a cave. You can also raise it. It also smells kind of weird. It looks like the final task of the day is to play a little guitar, which I thought was kind of the perfect no electricity hobby that I could be doing. And now I'm a little rusty. Oh, yeah, that is very out of tune. I remember from The Last of Us, I swear to God. What is it? Would I do this again? I think I would. Maybe it was a good mental break. You know, I am really glad that I tried it, only because I actually got to use the things that I had bought years ago that were just kind of used for decoration, and now I get to say that I finally used it, so that's really fun. Man, this is really hot. Just remember, stay cool.